My name is WastingSanity, and this is my, at a glance, Crowfall Kickstarter edition. Yes, I'm looking at a game on Kickstarter, but there's a reason for it. What exactly is Crowfall? It's a new MMO by J. Todd Coleman and Gordon Walton. Previous games were Shadowbane, Wizard 101, and UO, SWG, and SWTOR, respectively. Crowfall is currently on Kickstarter and in pre-alpha. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the game, and then talk about some things that have caught my eye. This game has a central hub, which is called the Eternal Kingdom. From what I can tell, this is your staging ground, and each player has their own Eternal Kingdom. They can also share their kingdom with others, as well as have ranks all the way up to being a king or queen. If you do not want to deal with any of that, the developers said that you don't have to. So we are not sure what a player's hub will really look like if they don't want to have their own realm. From this hub, you are allowed to join worlds that are decaying or dying. In these worlds, resources will be available that are not in your Eternal Kingdom. Basically, the normal resources that would be available are not. But that is by design, so you can't run around your Eternal Kingdom chopping wood or anything like that. It supposedly is all available in the decaying or dying world. The world will only be available for a certain amount of time, and eventually they are not available anymore. At the end of the campaign, the victor or side is declared winner, and the map is wiped and goes offline forever. But don't worry, characters are never wiped. They take their winnings back home with them. Not sure if the losers will be allowed to take anything back with them. The worlds are voxel, so that means that everything is destroyable, similar to Minecraft. But don't worry, it's not boxy. It takes a cartoony approach. There are various campaign types, from free-for-all PvP to faction-based PvP. There will be a variety of heroes, character customization, and some classes may maintain the current gender limit. The game is skill-based, and here's where everything becomes rather questionable to me. I sort of feel that the business model is set up to where they can easily shift over to a free-to-play model if things don't go well at release. Here's why. The following are taken directly from the facts on the Crowfall webpage. How does character advancement work? Crowfall uses a skill-based system to resolve in-game actions. Characters do not have discrete levels like most traditional MMOs. This means that there are many potential ways to advance your character at any given time. There are two ways that the character can increase his or her skills: passive training, in a method similar to EVE Online, and active training, i.e. doing things in-game. Active training can help you get a jumpstart on a new skill, but it can only get you basic competence. The primary method of increasing your skills is passive training. What do I get for buying the game? You get a digital copy of the game and one active game account, which you can use to connect to the live game service. Each game account allows for 3 characters and 1 passive training slot that you can use to train one character or one of your characters, even when you are offline. What do I get for a VIP membership? VIP members allows a few additional benefits. Behind the scenes access to development of the game. VIP members can use passive training for all 3 character slots, not just 1. Priority access to all game servers. VIP frame badge on the forums. Discount pricing on any purchases. Other cool non-balance affecting benefits as we think of them. So let's take a look at what we just talked about here. Whether you are online or offline, unless you're jump starting a new skill, you will generate the same amount of points as being online. I feel that this removes some of the motivation to play the game, since if I was active, then the XP or character points are equal. as if I was inactive. VIP players will have an advantage when it comes to player advancement. If you have two characters in the support role, for example, weaponsmith and jeweler, and one character as your primary role, the primary character can use crafted items from the other two characters. Did I mention that VIPs get a priority in Quays? Even though everyone purchased this game, people that are willing to spend more will get rewarded. Oh, but it's just Quay priority. It's nothing big, right? Well, if a player can have access to the game before another player, I think that's a little bit of an advantage, especially if you're going to a new world. You can secure resources quicker for that faction, and it'll end up to where the other faction has to either wait if there's a timer, like a cooldown timer for capture. Imagine if one side is VIP heavy. It'll allow them to capture keeps, castles, before the other side can even log in. This means that one side may end up with a big disadvantage, as they are forced to constantly be sieging keeps and castles when a new world starts. Another issue that I spotted with this game is the fact that, well, it might become WildStar 2.0. Let's take a look. How does targeting work? Generally, melee attacks happen in the area in front of the character. There is no hard target. Attacks use various shapes such as cones, rectangles, and spheres. You can optionally turn on or off projected ground texture if you want to visualize where your character is attacking. How will combat feel in Crowfall? In deciding what we want combat to look and feel like, we are drawing a lot of our inspiration from other recent MMOs. We love the idea of action combat, but we have to make sure that the game doesn't get too twitchy, requiring lightning fast reflexes or too much button mashing. Combat has certain elements that are similar to WildStar. Our movement, including things like sprint, dash, and double jump. Double jump. I don't know about that one. And other elements that are similar to Terra. Combo attacks that have short locked animation sequences, chains which you can opt to continue or break for a cost. The results. When combined with voxel terrain and physics-based movement system, is combat sequences that looks more fluid, feel more visceral, and require more tactical thinking. Now I hope that they will pull a little more of the combat style from Terra than they do WildStar. I felt that Terra was pretty fluid and WildStar was rather clunky. Plus, I didn't like all the telegraphs that were in WildStar. I don't know, it just felt weird seeing constant patterns on the ground where I could attack and so on. I understand that they said that you can make it invisible, but hopefully it's more Terra. Also, if I turn it off, then I feel like my opponent would have the advantage, so I would have to leave it on, so that way when we're doing PvP, if there's constant patterns on the ground, then I will see them just like he'll see my patterns on the ground. I attacked you with my rectangle. Oh yeah? Well, my circle's gonna kick your butt. What? Anyways, they really need to look at the VIP issues and address them prior to the game being available. I feel that it could be the thorn in their business plan. Also, before I finish this video up, I need to point out that the Kickstarter is only for part of the game to be completed. To locate this portion, you will need to go to the Kickstarter and scroll all the way down to the bottom where there are facts and click on how can you build an MMO for $800,000. It feels sort of shady that they hid this all the way down at the bottom, but that's just me. Also, before making this video, I actually gave the developers a couple of days to respond to a thread that I made, and I even went to a thread that they were active in and brought this problem up as far as the VIP issue. They responded to somebody above me, I responded directly to them, and then they responded to somebody else talking about something completely different. They evaded the chance to talk about it. So that's kind of where this video came from. just bringing awareness to everybody who likes to watch my videos, and hopefully this helps you out to decide whether or not you want to back this Kickstarter. And I'm not trying to persuade people away from it or to it. I'm just trying to make awareness. That way, if you backed it and you discover some things that you didn't realize, this will give you a chance to change your mind and adjust it accordingly. Also, this may make people want to buy the game, and that's fine either way. So tell me, what do you think about the game so far? What I've expressed, what you've read on their forums, or just what you saw in the video? Let me know down below. My name is WastingSanity. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And as always, I want to thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it.